I'm Sam Bourgeois. I'm a T3 Alliance C3 trainer. And that means that I work with young people and instructors around the world to learn about new ways to solve problems in our community, to build creative new solutions to old problems, and to talk about growth mindset, the design thinking process. To do that, we use a lot of specific tools, a lot of specific platforms, such as Node-RED for programming, the Raspberry Pi for computing. And one question that I hear a lot is, why do we use Raspberry Pi? Why don't we just use the iPads that are laying around the classroom? And this one's old. It's probably nearly 10 years old, but it still works. It still gets online, and I can still use Scratch, lots of other tools. I probably have Chromebooks laying around the classroom. Why can't I use a Chromebook or a Windows computer or a Mac computer? And the answer is, yeah, of course you can. You can teach coding with any of those devices. The question that I would ask is, how are you going to teach your students what goes on inside the computer without being able to see the parts? And I'm not sure if you want to avoid the warranty by taking the cover off of this laptop to see all the inputs and outputs and to experiment with new sensors. That's probably not an option. So my question is, what can we use this Raspberry Pi to do in addition to learning about the parts of a PC? The answer is these GPIO pins, these general purpose inputs and outputs. We can use these pins not just to teach physics and teach circuitry with our students, but we can also use these pins to program and to accept inputs and to provide outputs, to do lots and lots of new creative things and new creative processes. Your follow-up question could be, well, yeah, Sam, that's great, but aren't there pins like these on other devices? The answer is yes. Of course, there's lots of platforms that we could have chosen, but we chose the Raspberry Pi because we believe this is the simplest tool, the simplest platform, and the simplest piece of technology that you can use to accomplish all the goals that we're trying to hit, all the things we're trying to do, all the skills we're trying to impart to our learners can be accomplished with this Raspberry Pi. Now, could we use all the different tools that are out there? Yeah, we could. But by limiting ourselves to the Raspberry Pi, we can create curriculum that's tailor-made to this platform, to this piece of technology, and it always looks the same, and it always functions the same for our learners. And in a way, we're now scaffolding, and we're building curriculum, we're building screenshots, we're building videos, just like this one, that will help you teach your students. Instead of trying to use 10 different platforms, now we can master the skills that really matter and forget about the technology. Just use this simple, plain language, easy example, and it works everywhere around the world. Easily accessible, easy to find, and cheap. I hope that helps explain why we use a Raspberry Pi in our T3 Alliance programming, and I hope that you can follow this channel to find more videos like this and more ideas on solving problems in your community. Thank you.